Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the new channel. My name is Stephen Young, as you probably guessed from the name of the channel, and I'm the head fitter in McGurk's Golf in Leopardstown. The aim of this channel is going to be to bring you club reviews, ball reviews, on-course stuff to keep it kind of entertaining as well. So we're going to start today with a bang. Sim 2, Taylormade's newest driver. As we all know, Taylormade are huge producers of drivers, probably one of the most popular in the world. They pack plenty of forgiveness, plenty of good looks, great shelf appeal. So let's dive into Sim 2, see what it can offer for your game, maybe what it can offer for my game. Let's find out. Right, let's answer one of the most important questions first. Does it look good behind the ball? Because that is huge when it comes to a driver. And I can say, as always, this Taylormade driver is beautiful behind the ball. You've got the really slim white line, which frames the ball beautifully. Big carbon head on it, which is nice. They've actually gone more of a black finish on the carbon this year, which I really enjoy. The grey on the old Sim, I think just looked a little dull. This stands out, beautiful, big black carbon head you're looking down on. It's really nice. Now you've also got the lovely little blue lipstick ring around the back. And actually, to be honest, it's just a really good looking driver. We'll delve into the tech of the three heads before we hit some shots. Let's have a little jump in and see what we have on the techie side of things. So the first thing we notice when we look at the new Sim 2 range is the forged aluminium ring around the back of the club. It's the big blue ring, impossible to miss. The idea behind that is it combines all the characteristics of Taylormade's new driver and gives it a nice, stable feel. There's a big black weight at the back of it as well. That is 16 grams in the Sim 2 model, 24 grams in the Sim 2 Max, and 22 in the Max Draw. The idea of that is to pull as much weight away from the face as possible, allowing for that maximum MOI. One thing I would question from Taylormade is the removal of the sliding weight on Sim 2. They've gone for a single weight on the front. As a fitter, I quite liked having the sliding weight to really help dial in some ball flights when custom fitting, but I'm sure there's a reason behind that for them. The inertia generator, so that's the kind of arrow look on the bottom of the club, is there to increase your club head speed using aerodynamics, and that has changed position slightly in Sim Max D to help with that kind of draw bias. You'll notice the little weight on the front of near the face of the club as well is moved towards the heel in the Max D model, just to help rotation of face and increase that draw motion. They've stuck with the speed injected twist face this year, which I do quite like when companies keep characteristics from their old drivers, because it does mean they trust in it and that it works. So that's there to help off-center hits come back onto target and hopefully make you hit more fairways. And they've still got the old speed pocket along the bottom, so them slightly thin strikes keep ball speed nice and high. All in all, a lot of technology packed into it. They've got the exact same adjustments on the sleeve as before, 2 degrees up in loft, 2 degrees down in loft, and then your upright settings as well. Few new bits in the new driver. Let's see how they perform. So what Taylormade have to say about the driver. Let's see how it performs ourselves now. So I'm going to game a 9 degree in all three heads to keep it fair. Standard loft. We've got a Project X Hazardous Smoke RDX, 60 grams, 6.5, and then we also have Taylormade TP5 golf balls. So let's pair them all up and see how we go. I do have to say, this driver just looks fantastic. So it does. So that was Sim 2. Now we're going to move into Sim 2 Max here. So we've got the little heavier weight at the back, like I said earlier, just to kind of pull that center of gravity further away from the face, allowing for a little bit more help. Looking down at them, I can't see a difference. You put two of these in my hand, I wouldn't even know. Wouldn't even know. Now we move on to Sim 2 Max D. So this is the draw bias driver, and I will be honest, I don't like draw bias drivers. For a long time I suffered with a hook, and now anything that looks closed to me is just a no runner. So, a little bit nervous about this one. Well, maybe I'm not actually. When you put that down behind the ball, I know Taylormade do a little bit of line play with that white line here on this model, just to make it look like it's not as closed, and I have to say, it's worked nicely. That doesn't look like it's sitting very close to me. So let's just see how it actually affects the ball flight. Sim 2 Max D, what have you got for us? Right guys, that is Sim 2 Max D. Let's delve into some numbers on the three of them. We'll have a little look. I have to say, feel-wise, I wouldn't be able to tell a huge amount of difference probably between the three of them. They all feel fantastic. They all look great. Like I said, that Sim Max D really doesn't look like a draw bias driver. It sits beautifully. And it's definitely one that a lot of people should probably have a little think about, because it is a very nice driver. So let's have a little look at the results on the three of them, see how they compare, see the differences. Let's jump in. So as we can see here, we've got Sim 2 in the white, we've got Sim 2 Max in the yellow, and we've got Sim 2 Max D in the purple. Looking at ball speed first, very, very similar. Sim 2, 1.5, 2 miles an hour lower. Probably can put that down to my lack of ability to strike a golf ball sometimes. And that's going to just drop off that speed of ball a little bit. You got to remember as well, Sim 2 is your lower spin model, so you will see a slightly bigger drop off when you hit that heel or toey strike. Launch, quite similar. Sim 2 Max D a little bit lower, just comes from being able to turn that head over a little bit more for myself. Carry is very, very similar, 4 yards. We don't argue anything between that. Spin is obviously, as we can see, Sim 2 is lower spinning, and it comes in at that lower flight as well, with the peak height being 10 feet lower than Sim Max D and 20 feet lower than Sim 2 Max. But the biggest surprise is that curve. So if you look at second from the right there, curve feet, obviously all moving left to right. I hit a fade. I'm quite happy hitting a fade. I'll leave it there. But we've got 61 feet of curve with Sim 2 Max. We've got 55 feet with Sim 2 and just 36 feet with Sim 2 Max D. So there is definitely an argument for the draw bias driver there. Even though it didn't look very draw bias to me, it did certainly calm down my left to right shot. Maybe it's something I should think of gaming just to kind of calm it down a little bit, but we'd have to get out and test a little bit more into that. So we can see there they are fitting nicely into the brackets that Taylormade have set out for them. If you are a left to right ball flight kind of person, maybe come in, have a little look at Sim Max D. I would highly recommend. So guys, that's the Sim 2 range from Taylormade for 2021. We've already seen this go in the bag of some of the top players in the world, so it's got great tour backing, which we all love to see when we're going out to look at a new driver. If we see it in the best players in the world's bag, it must be pretty good, darn good. I love this driver. I think it looks fantastic, which is massively important to me. I just need to be looking at a driver I like the look of. Performance is so key, but looks, that's where the confidence comes from. Golf's a game of confidence, as we are all aware. Taylormade offers loads of shafts for custom fitting in this, so if you want to pop in and get fitted for this, see if Taylormade's new Sim 2 can make a difference for your game in 2021. So if you're thinking of a new driver for your bag in 2021, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. That's going to bring you straight to our booking system here at McGurk. So you can come in here and get fit with myself in Leopardstown, or you can go to any of our branches. We all have the exact same stock, so you know you're going to get a good fit and get the right club for your game. I'm also going to leave a link below for my Instagram page. If you want to give that a little follow, you'll get a little heads up when the new videos are coming out. Also some good on-course content as well whenever we actually manage to get out and play, which will be very exciting and also might be a little bit wayward, but we'll see how we go. Guys, thanks as always for tuning in. This is first video out there. I feel like it's gone okay. Hopefully we'll improve from there, but give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks very much.